Good evening. I'm calling this virtual annual meeting to order at 6:01 p.m. on June the 17th, 2021. I am Britt Bassett, the La Plata Electric Association Board President. Welcome to the LPA virtual and abbreviated annual meeting. This is the second one we've had like this, and we hope this will be the last. And on that note, I would like to announce that the LPA Board of Directors did decide to hold their next annual meeting in person at the LPA boardroom. That meeting will be the third Wednesday of July, the 21st. And as always, we hope that we will see some members attend. It's been a while, and I know all the directors are looking forward to it. Tonight, of course, with this abbreviated annual meeting, we won't be having much of the sort of presentations and activities that we normally have in an annual meeting, but staff is working toward deciding when to try and do that so people, our members, can meet in person again. And they will be informing our members of that when a time has been chosen. There may be some luncheon or some other event. So for this evening, let me start by introducing the panelists that we have here. Drew Timmerman is here as the LPA IT person who helps us make the Zoom meetings and all things computers work well. Good evening, Drew. We have Hillary Knox, our head of communication, who will be announcing the results and getting out a press release tonight. I actually shouldn't say she'll be announcing, she'll get out the press release tonight, etc. Our CEO, Jessica Matlock, is here. Our staff and board attorney, Graham Smith, is here. And Tiffany Lee, the La Plata County Clerk and Recorder, is here. And thank you all for attending. So as the first order of business is that I need to appoint a parliamentarian for this to make sure we don't do anything out of the ordinary. But in the case of a meeting like this, it's not too difficult. Graham Smith, our attorney, will act as the parliamentarian. He usually does his best to keep our board meetings on track and follow the general rules. He'll do that again tonight. And secretary, I'm going to appoint Jessica Matlock to be the secretary tonight to take notes. There won't be many to be taken, so she will do that job. With that said, this being an abbreviated meeting, we will probably have an abbreviated official notice of meeting and rules and procedures. Graham, could you unmute and give us those rules and procedures, if any?
So, Britt, I'm going to turn off my video while I read this out, but I am still here. I just want to maintain my internet connectivity. So, thank you for appointing me as parliamentarian. I'd like to say that pursuant to Article 2, Section 3 of the LPA bylaws, a written or printed notice of this partial virtual annual meeting stating the place, day, and hour of the meeting was sent to all members not less than 45 days nor more than 10 days before this meeting. The notice indicated this would be a partial virtual annual meeting for the purposes of election results, and that the meeting would be held on Thursday, June 17th, 2021 at 6 p.m. The notice then directed members to the website to attend the meeting as lpea.coop/annual-meeting. At the time this meeting was scheduled, public health orders prohibited groups of 10 unrelated people from gathering indoors. Therefore, the board of directors elected to bifurcate the annual meeting, as it did last year, to hold its annual election and to postpone the business portion of the meeting. This meeting constitutes the meeting of the membership held solely for the purpose of announcing the results of the proposed bylaw amendments and director elections. Colorado Cooperative Electric Association law allows for elections by mail-in ballot or in-person voting, and members are allowed to cast only one ballot for each question that is presented. Due to the pandemic, voting this year has occurred solely by mail-in ballot. Pursuant to instructions from LPEA, all ballots had to be returned by 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time on Wednesday, June 16, 2021. LPEA has selected an independent third party to tabulate ballots and determine votes for the candidates and the proposed bylaws. This year, LPEA selected La Plata County to tabulate those ballots. That was completed by the La Plata County Clerk, Tiffany Lee, and her staff, who will announce these results in a few minutes. We usually have standing rules that are in place regarding speaking at these annual meetings, but because of the unique situation created by this pandemic, we will have to modify those rules today. All members and directors in attendance that don't have speaking parts are listed as attendees in the Zoom screen. Any and all of you will be muted so that we do not have feedback from multiple speakers. But I would also ask the other participants, including the panelists, that if you're not actively speaking, that you mute yourself so that we don't have to worry about feedback. And instead of having member comments at this meeting, we will have them during the business portion of this meeting, which we hope to be later this year. President Bassett, that's all I have regarding these standing rules and procedures at this time.
Thank you, Graham. I notice now we have 52 attendees. I want to welcome all of you. We're really pleased that you're here and you're interested in LPEA business. I also see on the list so many names that are familiar, and frankly, I'm bummed that we couldn't all gather together in person and have a bit of a party. We're overdue. It looks like most of the directors are out there and all the candidates are out there, as well as a variety of other interested people, many members, and it looks like even some press. That's good news. We appreciate the interest. And I think LPEA has done a great job of incorporating that community interest in the activities that we generally undertake. So that we have two items of business in this meeting. The first is that Tiffany Lee will announce the results of the bylaw amendments and what those were. And then she'll get back to me and we'll go to the second order of business. So Tiffany, if you would.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brett. So good evening. I'm Tiffany Lee, La Plata County Clerk. And once again, I'm truly honored to be here to serve and assist LPEA in conducting the election. And it has been an absolute pleasure, as always, to work with the staff and the Election Supervisory Committee, along with my staff and the election judges. So a big shout out to the election judges. We couldn't do it without all of you. And then I just want to always say to the candidates, I'm just really want to express my sincere thank you for stepping up to serve on a board that's so important for our community. I admire and respect you all as you're going through this. So now for the results. So right now I have the sealed results with the Election Advisory Commission. Cheryl Ayers, Mason Carpenter, Bill Green, Ross Park, and I signed and sealed these results earlier today. So not near as glamorous as being on the stage, but hey. All right, so we will start off with the results of the bylaws. So bylaw amendment Article 2, Section 1. The yes vote was 6,546. No, 1,403. Vote for bylaw amendment Article 2, Section 1 is a yes vote, so it passed. Bylaw amendment Article 4, Section 6. The yes vote, 6,496. No, 1,575. Vote for bylaw amendment Article 4, Section 6 is a yes vote, so it passes.
Thank you, Tiffany. And as she said, and I will say again, thank you so much for the candidates for stepping up to run for these director positions. As I know now, after 9 years of experience, sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's not, but it is definitely a community service and it's a necessary service that we need to undertake. This year, we had candidates running in all 4 of our districts. We didn't last year, and frequently we haven't. So it's really good news when we have that kind of competition and people being interested. So there will be 4 districts of which that Tiffany will announce the results for. So Tiffany, if you would announce those results. Thank you.
You bet. And I should have mentioned before that we received 8,473 ballots. So on District 1, we have total votes cast for Veronica Medina is 434. Kirsten Skihan, 1,281. Director elected for District 1 is Kirsten Skihan. I'll move to District 2. For Mark Walzer, 792. Kohler McGinnis, 1,333. Director elected for District 2, Kohler McGinnis. Director elected for District 3 is Ted Compton is 1,646. Bill Waters, 722. Director elected for District 3, Ted Compton. District 4, Tim Wheeler, 1,282. John Purser, 799. Director elected for District 4, Tim Wheeler. I, Tiffany Lee, La Plata County Clerk and Recorder, do hereby certify the June 17th, 2021 LPEA election results. Thank you.
Thank you, Tiffany. It looks like we had pretty good turnout again, and it's remarkable in a sense the turnout that we get at LPEA compared to other districts. So again, I appreciate our members taking the interest. Graham, go ahead.
Britt, I'd just like to state for the record that the number of ballots returned that Ms. Lee announced officially meets our quorum requirements under our bylaws. So I want to make a record of that.
Okay, it's an official election. Those results are official. A press release will be gotten out tonight. We'll get further details of the actual eligible voters in each district so we can see what each district turnout was. Jessica, do you have anything else to say?
Sorry, I'm typing furiously the notes.
Good work.
No, I just appreciate, Tiffany, thank you so much for all your work on this and the election supervisory committee. I think that it was a tough election. You guys did a fantastic job for us, so thank you.
Yes, Jessica, I appreciate you mentioning the election supervisory committee. That is another thing we started a few years ago so that any controversies that would occur in the elections wouldn't have to be decided by staff. The board has the final say, but typically the election supervisory committee has done an outstanding job, and we appreciate them, the people who are on that, stepping up and volunteering to do that work. Does anybody have any further business for tonight? All right, seeing none from the panelists, then I will call a conclusion to this very abbreviated meeting and look forward to when we can all meet in person. I will be there, even though this is my last official duty as an LPEA board member. As of hearing who won in my district, I'm no longer the president. I thank Durango for the support over the years and the staff, the support that they've given me. It's been an interesting time, a good ride, and a great joy. I look forward to supporting those who are on the board in any way that I can in the future. Thank you very much, and good night.